Welcome to the AW Services YouTube channel, back with the beacons and light bars. So this here, as I've mentioned in a previous video, is a Whelen Justice 44-inch low-profile light bar, commonly found on British police cars, paramedics, Coast Guard. Some of the fire appliances do have these, but it's a 44-inch all LED light bar. If you purchase one of these second-hand and you're trying to work out how it actually works, you need to do some homework. So some of these are 12 volts only, some of them just have a trigger wire, and some others have multiple multi-core wiring. And like this one here, this has a high current battery, positive and negative, and then it has a thin black cable with a grey and a green and a shielding wire inside, and those are your CAN signalling wires or your command wires. So if you bought one of these second hand, or you see one at a scrapyard which you want to purchase from an old emergency services vehicle, if it's intact and it's working, you might be onto something. But to get that to work, you're going to need a Whelen WeCan module. These modules are a USB interface. You can program your patterns and lighting sequences using the Whelen software. But this little box here, second hand, you're looking between 50 and £100. And all it is a command center. So if you haven't got a dash controller or Whelen designated controller on the dash, you still need this small box to get the beacon to function. So you've got your battery, positive and negative from the beacon. You've got your black cable with your two command wires, which are grey and green. They link into the box. You're also going to need the 18-pin Molex Minifit Junior connectors with a pigtail loom, or if not, you're going to need to make a loom. And then you take out your designated wiring from these, which are your triggers, which correspond and they're representative to the LED clusters within the light bar. So if I trigger the fronts only, and that's what makes all the bright blue police car lights that you cannot see when you're driving. But just to recap, that is a Whelen WeCan controller. You're going to need one of these to get any of these beacons working that are WeCan or CAN bus basically. This will send like a trigger impulse that works with the onboard EEPROM and computer within inside the light bars itself. Okay, Whelen Justice 44-inch light bar with the settings and configurations that we have available. We have rear red flashing beacons. We have standard blues. We have rear blues, constant white work lights or floods, and then alternating white so far